Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, Cooking with KP, and today I've got something a little bit special, another Japanese dish, NASU KATSU, which is eggplant with Tonkatsu sauce. Alright, let's get on with it. First thing we need to do is make a Tonkatsu sauce. I'm adding in 1/3 of a cup of just tomato sauce or ketchup, and I'm adding in a nice little dollop of Japanese mustard. If you can't get that, you can use hot English mustard. In goes 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and I just put that straight into the cup to flush out that tomato sauce. A teaspoon of tamari soy, which is a very traditional Japanese soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of sake. Just by cooking sake, it's a little bit less expensive. I'm just going to stir that through. So, got that in the pot. I'm going to put that into a low heat, and we just want to warm this through. We want to dissolve that mustard into our sauce and get things nice and even. It's going to take you around about 8 minutes in total to manufacture this, and you'll see the sauce start to thicken and come together all as one. Once it's nice and hot, it's reduced a little bit. There is our Tonkatsu sauce. We're going to set that aside. I'm going to make up a brine or a wash for our eggplant. So about 2 teaspoons of lime juice, same again of lemon juice. Yes, I am using the pre-packaged product. It doesn't really matter for this recipe. A couple of tablespoons of sake as well. I'm going to give that a quick little mix just to make things even. Now, to make our nasu, we need a nasu, we need an eggplant. So here's an eggplant that we had growing in our garden, the only one that actually survived. And we're going to cut that into 1 centimeter thick slices, just like I am doing there. Very, very simple. And 10 millimeters wide strips. I'm not sure if I just said 10 centimeters, but 3/8 of an inch for the imperial versions. And we're just going to brush that little brine on top of our eggplant. It's going to stop it from going brown and the acids and proteins in the eggplant from reacting with oxygen. So brush that through like that. That is done. Let's get our Panko breadcrumbs, which are a Japanese breadcrumb. If you can't find Panko, just use a normal breadcrumb. So we're just going to dip our eggplant straight into a beaten egg, and we actually go a couple of beaten eggs on this, and straight into our breadcrumb like that. Make sure it gets coated nicely. If it looks a little bit thin, don't worry, you can always double dip, and double dipping gives you a nice thick crunchy crumb. So I'll leave that up to you, how crunchy you want your little fritters to be. Basically these end up being an eggplant schnitzel. So we just keep going through with the rest of the pieces, and as you see, if you think you need more crumb, dunk it in the egg and back into the Panko breadcrumb. Alright, nice and simple. And if you haven't had something like this before, if you haven't had Tonkatsu before, you don't know what you're missing. This is just one of those amazing dishes. It is normally done with pork. Anyhow, let's get some paper towel down on a tray, and we're going to get ready to start cooking. Give it a little bit of a seasoning of a little bit of white pepper or sansho pepper if you really want to, and a little bit of salt as well. That'll just sit into the egg quite nicely. Get a little bit of that breadcrumb, put it in. Once you see little bubbles around the outside, you know we're ready to go. And all we need to do is put these, we're going to shallow fry these by the way, so put these into some oil, a good vegetable oil. It's got a nice high temperature rating, and we're going to cook these off for 2 to 3 minutes on one side, and then once they've gone that nice little golden brown color like that, we can give them a flip. How good does that look already? And we haven't even finished cooking yet. Alright, once they've done, again, that 2 to 3 minute mark, we're just going to remove those and put those on paper towel and let those dry out, and we can keep going with the rest of them. Do them in very small batches. It will keep that temperature up nice and high. We don't want that temperature to drop. We want a nice crunch on our Panko breadcrumb, and we want these eggplant to cook through quite nicely. If you can't find eggplant, buy aubergine. It's the same thing, really. Right, I'm just going to serve this up on a plate. We're going to get nice and fancy here tonight. Have you also noticed I haven't dropped anything on the bench tonight? while making this video. Amazing. So simply just top this off with your tonkatsu sauce that we have made earlier. You don't need a lot, a little bit goes a long way, and you can always serve this on the side if people want a little bit of extra. Thank you so much for watching this video, I really appreciate it. If you liked it, hit that like button, gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Hit that notifications bell, you'll be notified every time a new video goes up, but more importantly, I want you to come and join the family so you can create products or dishes like this, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I will catch you next time.